So a Democratic PAC released an ad, and it is simultaneously one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen, but also it's true, right? They're talking about an issue that is real. And so give you a little warning in advance. This video is almost certainly going to get demonetized on YouTube because of the nature of it. But, oh, by the way, also, while we're on the topic, support on Patreon so I can keep showing you stuff like this and not care about demonetization. Here we go. Democratic PAC ad going after Republicans. Take a look.
Oh! Sorry, you can't do that.
What the hell, man? How'd you get in here?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're banning P0rn nationwide.
You can't tell me what to do. Get out of my bedroom, you creep!
I won the last election, so it's my decision. I'm just gonna watch and make sure you don't finish illegally.
Goddamn. So this is paid for by Progress Action Fund, and it says in the ad, not authorized by any candidates or candidates committee. So they're trying to distance themselves from like the official Kamala campaign. But it's a Democratic PAC, and they are hitting Republicans over their proposed porn ban. Now, what's so funny about this is I saw a lot of right-wing accounts losing it about this and going after Democrats and the left and liberals for making this kind of an ad. But look, sorry, it's true. Part of Project 2025, which was written by dozens of right-wing think tanks led by the Heritage Foundation, over 900-page document laying out the right-wing policy dream list. One of the things that's on there is banning porn nationwide. Liberals didn't make it up. Leftists didn't make it up. Democrats didn't make it up. You guys have it in your document, which is supposed to be the roadmap for what you say you want to do, right? Now, you know, Trump has tried to distance himself from Project 2025, but there's a reason he's doing it. He knows it's politically toxic, and he knows that they have his ass dead to rights on who he stacked his administration with last time and who he's promising to stack his administration with the next time. It was the Heritage Foundation that was deeply involved with filling many of Trump's positions. That's just a fact. Trump went and spoke at the Heritage Foundation saying, you guys are laying the roadmap for how we're going to govern the next time we're in office. So, in other words, his administration was packed full of dozens of these Heritage Foundation officials, people who wrote Project 2025. They're going to have power. They're going to have authority. But he knows it looks bad, so he's like, bro, I don't even like it. I don't even like Project 2025. I don't know anything about it, but it's bad. But I also don't know anything about it. I don't know what you're talking about. And look, it is because of stuff like this, he knows I got to run away at 1,000 miles an hour. Because Trump has better political instincts than these idiots who are in the Heritage Foundation. And he knows, hey, jackass, you can't say you're going to ban abortion nationwide. You can't say you're going to ban porn nationwide. People are going to fucking revolt, you idiots. Stop making it harder for me to win. This is what Trump's thinking, right? But he has delivered previously on the wish list of social conservatives. He is the guy who put the judges on the Supreme Court who overturned Roe versus Wade, right? That's who he is. He banned trans people from being in the military. He has delivered for social conservatives, and he almost certainly will deliver for them again. So his attempt to try to distance himself from Project 2025, it's not really going to land. Another example is Trump talks about IVF all the time. He says he's the father of IVF, and he loves IVF. IVF is great. It's phenomenal. Well, guess what? 48 Republicans in the Senate voted against the Right to IVF Act. It doesn't matter how much you say you like something. If all the Republican politicians are voting the wrong way on it, doesn't matter what you say. What you say is fucking misleading. So look, this is a devastating ad because, yes, Republican politicians actually want to do this. And if you say, well, Kyle, you're being hyperbolic, understand, there are states in the country right now that have already moved towards banning porn. They have these new rules in some states where you need to like submit your driver's license before you jack off because they want to make sure that you're the proper age. And so you have to register with the government to beat your meat. What the fuck are we talking about? I don't know how anybody went along with that, right? Well, I do know because the arguments they used at the state level were like, what about the children? Oh my God, the kids. What are we going to do with the kids? What about the fucking kids? What about the kids? Fucking parent. Do your job parenting. Don't have the government demand driver's licenses to jack off. Like, what are you talking about? So, the ad's effective. The ad's effective. So just to put this in perspective for you, how extreme Republicans have gotten. 36 Republican senators voted against gay marriage just a year or two ago. So they brought it up for a vote in Congress because, you know, when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, one of the comments made by Clarence Thomas was, we should look at gay marriage next. We should get rid of gay marriage next. And so in Congress, they're like, holy shit, if we don't do something legislatively, they're going to overturn it as a right, and we're going to be asked out, and there's going to be no more gay marriage. And so they brought up a bill, and by the way, it was a compromise bill. It has like religious exemptions and shit, but it protects the right of gay marriage. And so they did that bill. 36 Republican senators voted against gay marriage a year or two ago. We're not even talking about like, hey man, the year is 2003, and these Republicans are against gay marriage. 36 Republican senators against gay marriage last year. 169 Republicans in the House voted against that gay marriage bill. You also have, they want to ban no-fault divorce. You know who took that position? J.D. Vance. You know who said that women should stay in a marriage even if the man is physically abusive? J.D. Vance said that. 44 Republicans voted against extending the child tax credit, which nearly cut child poverty in half. J.D. Vance pretends like he's in favor of extending the child tax credit, and then he didn't even show up for the vote. He didn't even show up for the vote. So understand something, guys. These are truly extreme social conservatives. And this ad is not, liberals aren't making it up. Democrats aren't making it up. Leftists aren't making it up. They are pointing out that Project 2025 and right-wing think tanks and Republican politicians, they genuinely and sincerely want to ban porn. That's what they want to do. Which, by the way, I don't want to hear a fucking word again about, well, we believe in freedom. If this is on your agenda, you don't even have the freedom to beat your meat if they're in control. It's that simple. And this is on top of their other list of priorities that the House Republicans released. Like, for example, wanting to ban even blue states from doing free school breakfast and lunch for kids. Wanting to ban any minimum wage increases. A lot of red states have done this, where they say, at the state level, we're going to ban you from raising the minimum wage, even if you live in a city or a locality within our state. In Texas, they did that Death Star law. They banned cities and localities from doing rules around working in extreme heat, where it's like, hey, you need to get 30 minutes off or an hour off here so that you don't overheat. They ban that. They want to cut overtime pay. Many red states now are rolling back child labor laws. So everybody needs to understand what the stakes are here. They truly do. That the Republican Party is fucking unhinged. And this ad is pointing to something real. And don't believe me at your own risk. I'm just telling you what's already on the record. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.